Hey guys, just here for a quick minute. Just wanted to come live for a hot second. I don't have long. It's another busy day, of course. So I first I want to say to all my family and friends that I love so dearly, stay out of Dallas. Don't go to Dallas, Houston, whatever. It was a very seem to be a very dangerous place these days with all of the shootings, especially of the rappers. Like I think what about three, four rappers been shot over the weekend? Like um I think probably like I know what's his name, Mo3 was shot and killed. And then wow, could you shut my door back please? Um Lil Boosie was shot while attending his she's so irritating. Little Boosie was shot while attending his funeral, and then there was another rapper. His name escapes me right now. That was shot and killed um, over the weekend. And this rapper, I don't even think he was from that area, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Not to mention, just last week, the other rapper that was killed in Atlanta, uh, King. I don't know. I can't think his name. I don't know. But King Von, that's what his name was killed. And so it's like it's crazy. But it's like to me, to be perfectly honest, the one thing that I would say is most of these guys don't value their own lives because in order to value your own, what happened to you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My daughter got all types of. She's an animal trainer, a dog trainer, and so they train dogs for not only obedience, but they train them for um, protection. Um, they train them for narcotics. What they call it, narcotics not inspection, but detection and other stuff. So she does that's what she does. So she's got like all kind of marks all on her legs and all kind of stuff. So yeah, she's okay though. And then not to mention that um she crate trains them, which basically means that she trains them to stay in the crate like throughout the day or whatever when you're at work or whatever. They don't make noises and scream out and all that, and they don't poop or pee in the crate or whatever. They don't do it in the house at home. They wait until you take them outside and they hold it, throughout the day. So now she's got one of the dogs that she whelped while she was, pregnant or whatever. She whelped her when the puppies came, and basically she keeps the pups until they are old enough to be sold or whatever. So she's crate training them now, and they're I just think like maybe 6 weeks or so, something like that. About 4, 6, about 6 weeks. Well, yeah, they're about 6 weeks. So they don't like the crate very much. That's the stage of that. So if you hear any, That's exactly what it is. And they're learning to bark. So this particular dog had 9 pups, and oh my God, it's so noisy. But I can't wait for another couple of weeks. So they will be gone. Hallelujah. Their owner will be to get them, and they will be gone. So, but anyways, that's that. But I want everybody out there to be careful. We are. Oh, let me look. Hey, Miss Hall. I'm so sorry. I um I have my I'm sorry. I have my phone on. I mean, I didn't have the comments on, so I apologize. But how are you, babe? It's good to see you. I hope that all is going well. I hope you're feeling better. I hope everything is going well. And thank you for the cash app. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. That was just unexpected and very sweet. Um, so here in Michigan, where I am, our governor just imposed some new restrictions for the people who dare not take your blood pressure result. Well, you gotta take it easy, mama. You gotta come think of it. I have to take my meds too. But the restrictions were imposed on yesterday that the high schools are closing as of midnight Wednesday morning or Tuesday night, however people tend to look at it, at 12:01 Wednesday morning. The high schools in the state will be closed simply because the there 49% of the newer COVID cases are coming from high school students. Now, one high school student in particular that I know of that had COVID got it from her dad at work. So he got it from his job, gave it to his daughter, and her mom texted me this morning and said now her and her husband tested positive, and she's got the mom has the worst of the symptoms, and I'm really hurt about that because she's really sounding really bad. She said she was having respiratory issues, um, nauseous. She can't taste the smell, um, and um, she was saying that um, she got a headache and a bunch of other things. But the husband's symptoms are basically dizzy and a bad headache. So COVID is really real, and people are not really taking it seriously. I told my grandbaby's dad when he came to pick her up yesterday, I told him if the kids are going to be going here and there, I'm not going to be able to keep them anymore. As much as I love my grandkids and I love, God knows if they're sick, I will stay up all night with them and I'll let the moms go to bed. I'll stay up and keep them around the clock. You know, if they wake up in the middle of the night wanting a bottle of wine in the night, I'll get up with them and let the moms get some rest or whatever. But and that's how I am with all of my daughters. You know, I was there when all of the kids were born except for one daughter because she had to have two C-sections with her too. But my other daughter, I was in the delivery room with her, so I would do anything for my grandkids and and my kids, and God knows that. But if they're not going to take precautions, then I can't put myself or my son and my daughter at risk because other people are not doing what they're supposed to do. So, with that being said, I have talked to my daughter and um, told her, you know, listen, I understand, you know, the kids like to see you play with the other nieces and nephews or cousins or whatever, and I get that. And then one of her, the stepson, he lives with his mom. I don't know who all he's around and what they're around, if they're taking precautions and so on and so forth. But I don't want to become victim of someone. It's buffering. I'm sorry. I don't. Maybe it's yours because my everything is going well. Maybe it's because you're traveling. Hey, 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 mama. Um. So yeah, I'm just here for a hot second, Tanya. That's why I didn't notify you or whatever. But I'm just here for a second because I'll be ready to go out and take my daughter to work in a minute. But yeah, they so the COVID restrictions are the high schools are closing, the bars and the in-house dining and um, the bowling alleys, the theaters, and some other things are closing, and people are not happy about it. I mean, they are calling the governor all of her name, and then I'm so like this Trump administration is really something because now they're telling her, y'all, the citizens or the residents need to stand up against her and this and that. And it's like they don't understand that they're wreaking havoc. They are dividing this state by telling people that. Now, first of all, if they would just do what they're supposed to do, maybe other people won't get sick. You know, maybe other people won't get ill if they would do um what they are supposed to do and take the precautions that they're supposed to take. But they are the ones out there flying the great flag of Trump and running around here with nothing, no mask on, unless the only time they wear a mask is when they're trying to hide their faces. That's it. Not for protection or anything else. It's to hide their faces because they don't want people to know what they do behind the scenes, pretty much. But if they would take the necessary precautions, and I'm not gonna say just all of them, because some of my kids or family members or whatever don't listen either, and they think because that's just my cousin or that's my best friend or this or this that, they don't have to take the precautions. But because you work with them and you see them every day or whatever, you don't know what they do when they leave the workplace. You don't know what they do when they leave your site. You don't know who they've been around. They've been around someone that's been exposed or tested positive. You just don't know. So everybody, you have to treat everybody as if though they were infected. And that's just that. The only way you'll know basically is if you've been living with that person and quarantining with that person for the last uh, 14 to 21 days. Are you buffering, Tanya? Because my screen is pretty good. Let me see if I can see it. I apologize, guys. Let me see if I can. Using now, yeah, I think it's because Miss Hogg is driving. Yeah, I'm looking at my stream or something else, and it's not it's not um buffering on that either. Okay, honey, have a blessed day. Enjoy your visit to mom's house. Oh, I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry. Have a blessed day at your mom's house. But I was gonna say you have to treat everybody as though they were positive and just take the necessary precautions. I wouldn't be mad if the state closed down again and everybody had to stay home and do what they had to do, um, and only the essential workers were working like they did before, and the numbers actually came down. I wouldn't be mad about that. The only thing that I would hope is that they, before they take those type of precautions, um, that they would give some type of stimulus package. And at this point, um, the government is not even working pretty much. Donald Trump isn't working. He's golfing every day. He could care less about the American people. If he cared anything about the American people, number one, he would have released a stimulus package before the election. Number two, he would be trying to work on something if he cared about anybody. But he refuses to give any help to any Democratic states. So if he releases an executive order, then the executive order will go out to everybody and not just Republican ran states. So he's not doing anything. And that's not right. That's not right. It's not right for him to just ignore his next 60 days or whatever it is that he has left in office simply because he wants to be an ignoramus. It's not right. But that's who is there for now, and we just have to tough it out for these next few months, and maybe before the end, God will send us a ram in the bush or some manna from on high, because that's what it looks like we need right now. It's really getting tough for people, and to be honest with you, I have underlying issues, and I don't want to get sick. I'm not ready to go. I got some things that I want to do first. You understand? So I'm not, I just hope everybody would take the precautions and do what they have to do. But yeah, that's what to be said about that. On the other note, um, I have I'm gonna I, I can't do it right now. Get into it like I really want to get into it. But man, do I have something to say about this Paula White situation, about her son. Um, I really got something that I want to talk about with regard to that and how her son is out preaching Donald Trump and to hell with Biden and all of you demons going to hell and 60 million, the blood of 60 million babies are on your hand and all this other stuff. And this is the message that they're preaching over the pulpit. And then with Kenneth Copeland laughing infectiously as if, oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna pray for your friend too. Pray blessings. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about my neighbor called. She called me. I talked to her this morning, and she called me about a week or so ago. Told me that um, um her daughter's about 14, 15 now, and she got COVID from her dad, who got it from work, and now and she by her taking care of her baby. Now her and her husband have it, and they're having symptoms. And she just got her results back yesterday that the both of them are positive for COVID. And her husband's symptoms are not so bad. He has the more mild symptoms, but hers are a little bit more serious. And so I also talked to my cousin, and my cousin, she made an announcement on Facebook that she and her mom both tested positive. And her and her mom are like two peas in a pod. They do everything together, and so they both have it. And I'm really, her mom has just turned, I think it was 74, something like that, and she's my age, so it's just something to hear. With the both of them being sick, and it spreads easily and quickly. And like I said, you don't know who has it. You don't know who's sick. My kids were like, "Well, Mom, what you gonna do for Thanksgiving?" I said, "I'm staying home, and I want you to stay home. We'll do a Zoom dinner or something like that, but I don't stay at home. I'm gonna make sure that everybody has a turkey and all of the fixings that goes along with it, and I'll do the same for my little three here, the three of us here, and we'll get on uh, Facebook and all of this and that, or Zoom or whatever, and enjoy each other's company that way. Watch the games or do what people do, watch Christmas movies or whatever, and that's what we'll do. But I just don't want, and then with my daughter being infected before, I don't want her taking any chances. I don't want her taking not one chance. Like if I can go to the store for her and this, that, and the other, I'd rather go. See, because I don't mind wrapping up looking like I'm an undercover brother or something, I'll go, yep, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'll be home throughout the winter if I can. That's why I said I don't mind if they shut everything down and just give us a stimulus package because the income is the biggest thing that we're concerned about. But I don't want to have to go out if I don't have to. I don't want to go out. I'm nervous about it. I'm absolutely nervous about it. I'm always just, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a scary way to live. You know, it's just scary. You just want to stay in the house and tape up the windows and doors, and that's that. You know, I just want to know my family is good and they're alive and I can still talk to them when all the dust settles. But for right now, it's nerve wracking. It really is. So, but hey, BBK, I love you. I love you. Have a blessed day at work. You have a blessed day at work, sugar. I'm always dropping in. And one thing I could do if I can't sleep, I know I'll wake up and see BBK on there doing something. And she ain't teaching Spanish or giving the latest scientific updates. She teaching about something, something. And I can sit up and watch her till I get sleepy. I can't keep my eyes open. But she's on a different um, uh, time difference than what I am. I think she's like 3 hours ahead or something. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 hours behind. And so she's just not getting up where she is, and I've been up for a minute. So, but yeah. So I talked about that. I talked about the staying out of Dallas or staying out of Texas for a minute because all of the rappers getting shot. All of them. Talked about the Paula White thing. I'm gonna oh, I know, the Nature Boy. When I tell you that man, his name should no longer be Nature Boy, it should be Nature Nut. Nature Nut. Okay? And this man needs to be, I want to see, I hate to say this, but I want to see somebody beat him to a pulp. I really do. I want to see somebody beat him to a living pulp. I do. I want someone, I want somebody from ridedownthere.com. As nephew Tommy used to say, ridedownthere.com. I want somebody from ridedownthere.com to ride up on him and beat his ever loving behind. I really do. I want to see him busted up and bleeding because of the way that he treats these women. He is so abusive to these women. And um, I'm working on something with my former pastor, and he's a dear friend of mine. He means a great deal to me, but he's very astute in the occult and spiritual warfare and things like that. So we're going to do a future broadcast on the occult. We're gonna talk about this, break this nature boy thing down to a science, and so maybe out of that, people can have a better understanding of what we're dealing with. Because this dude, number one, for you to say that you're God and make them confess or profess that you're God and beat them and put your hands on them, and then you're doing confusing things like drinking and having sex and all this thing. Oh, okay. The thing is when you are small, Tanya, when you say okay, you said that they are allowing him to beat up on on them, and you don't understand it. I get it. I get it. But think about it like this, T. Think about it like number one, they're undernourished. because he only feeds them once a day. They are very frail and little. You look good. They are very frail and little. He likes petite women. He likes women that are small and that he can overpower. And this guy's a big guy. He stands like what, 6'3", I think it is. 6'3", 6'4", and he's a big heavy dude. And okay, we're gonna touch that too. He's a big dude, so he can overpower them, and then he makes them think that there's nothing. That's what the brainwashing thing is all about. And he starts to condition them and brainwash them before they even get there. You know what I'm saying? So um it's beyond just what they think they what they think they can do, or whatever, or what they feel physically able to do. It's a mind control thing as well. And not only that, but the men are just as controlled by him as they are. And now he's separated himself with those women, and the men are in different places. So now he's got them to the point to where, okay, you don't have anybody but me. Okay, here I come. He don't have anyone else but me. And he said, how many times has, oh, excuse me, I apologize. Oh, wait a minute. There you go. How many times has Eliana or Velvet came and gone? Okay, now here's the thing. She has come and gone a lot of times, but he knows how to psych her up. I'll give you this, I'll give you that. I promise you there won't be nobody but you. There's no other cheat. This you the only one for me. Blah 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 blah. And then she goes, she misses that that sexual gratification that she gets from him. And she misses being waited on hand and foot, because that's exactly what happens. He makes the other women cater to her. Just like when he made her and Malia fight. When he made her and Tanisha and Velvet fight, then he made them fight, but he made Tanisha feel bad about whooping Velvet's behind. And then he put her in the closet. Because that's what he does. He'll put them in the closet, lock them in the closet with no food. Now, me, I'm going to go down swinging, because that's me. I've never been the type of person that has been easy to physically, Grand Rising Mama, I've never been the type of person that has been easy to overpower physically, because I've never put myself in a situation with a man that would put his hands on me. And this is a thing, not to say that people do that, but sometimes you can control your situation. I let a guy know from the beginning, if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. One of us going down. Because I'm not going to, if I don't whoop your tail, you going to know you've been in a fight. And that's for real. And then I'm gone after that. But you better not go to sleep. You better not go to sleep. That's the truth. I've never been the type of woman. I had an abusive boyfriend when I was my first true love. And I let him hit me one time. And that mess hurt so doggone bad. When he raised his hand to hit me again, girl, I pull out a blade and try to slice his throat. To this day, he apologizes to me for ever putting his hands on me. But guess what? The wife he married, after we broke up, he whooped her to a pulp. Never happened to me. And I'm not saying, it's just my mind could not be controlled like that. My mind couldn't be controlled like that. You can't control me by thinking that, oh, you love me, so you got to discipline me. What my mama and daddy didn't do can't be done. I'm a grown woman with grown kids. And ain't nobody's son gonna put their hands on me and get away with it. It just don't work like that. But I ain't cut from that. That's why I ain't there. He gets those type of women that feels like they need someone to tell them what to do, to guide them and direct them. I'm an independent woman. Any relationship I've ever been into, a man met me and I was already busy. I was already established. I already had what I needed to have to maintain a healthy life. So there was nothing that you could come in and tell me if it weren't for me you wouldn't have this or that. No, because I already had when I met you. So it's like you have to be strong in your own mind and strong and independent in yourself before you can put that allow somebody else to come and manipulate you into thinking that if it wasn't for you, you wouldn't have anything. Okay, my daughter is calling for me. I got to get ready to run, but I want to see this last one. Sometimes I swear that this is all a big reality show and everything. You know what? I used to think. Now at first he didn't want a reality show because it would be censored. He actually puts his hands on these women. Look at his lip right now. I have pictures of Velvet with her face scarred and bruised up in the neck, bruises on her neck and her eyes swollen, lip busted. He actually beats these women. Not only does he beat these women, he beats the men. But they allow it. Those men allow it. It's something the men taught us him. I apologize. So it's just yeah. I used to think it was just and the person just keeps calling me back. Like I know them and I don't, and they just keep calling back. It's irritating. I'm sorry. Hello. I'm sorry. I had to tell them real quick. But and I can be really rude to people like that. God forgive me, but I can. You call me, I was like, what? What do you want? I don't know you. Quit. But anyway, it's not it's that he's really beating on these people. He's really busting them up, and he's really mad. And girl, the way he disrespected that young lady and called her all kind of whores and bitches, and she was. That's what I do. I attract hoes, and oh my god, it was hard to stomach. It was hard to stomach. But I'm gonna get further in detail with that. I'll be back. It'll be later on this afternoon, and then Tanya, I'm gonna get you because I really do want you in on this one, and I want you in on the one when my pastor comes. I gotta call him, my former pastor. I've gotta call him, and we gotta, you know, pound it out when we're gonna do it, and I have to send him all the information on it, and we're gonna collaborate on this, and it's going to be awesome. It's gonna be one for the book, and I'm really excited about it. But Taya, I want you to be in on that. And so I'm going to give you a call and let you know what it's all about once I get the date. Um, I'm going to go. I got to make this run. I don't say goodbye because goodbye is permanent, but I will say later for now. Like, share, subscribe, and if you care to donate, my Cash App is on the screen. Enjoy your day. I will talk to you soon, babe girl. Thank you for dropping in. I feel honored. Hood table, Miss Tanya. You know I love you on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I love you all. And Miss Hall, the BBK, I appreciate you all. I love you the long way. Have a blessed day. I'll talk to you soon. Later for now. Peace.